Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Thuram. And it's Seedorf. Nice bit of trickery.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Nicely aimed pass. Thuram. And that is out of play. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Ronaldinho. Maldini. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Goes down, but nothing given. Mateus. That's a shade optimistic. Maldini. Ronaldo going after that. Wan-Bissaka. And he was quick to react.
There they go, hunting again. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Takes a shot! Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise. Hazard! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Messi with a real chance here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Seedorf. Can he finish? Goal! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Marseille really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's gone forward. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And here's Ronaldinho. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that should get the job done. Opts for safety. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's taking no chances there. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Bullish header! Against the crossbar. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Deftly away. Goes forward.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cleared without hesitation. And this is it's Ronaldinho! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Stam. Rummenigge. Now it's Hazard. That's a smartly directed ball. Seedorf. That's Vieira. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Al Zawra up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Al-Zawra just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Al-Zawra currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Ronaldinho. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice control. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Deftly away. Now he's off and running. Some resolute defending there. Azar. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Great vision. Great. There's the shot! And that's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Marseille are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Bale gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action. Al-Zawra really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marseille have it back and can go again. And it's Hullet. Looking for the run. And this is Ronaldinho. Great chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Not a hint of offside here. Azar opts to play it back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vieira. Al-Zawra do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rummenigge. And here's Dembele. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Davids chooses to go crossfield. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up.
Van Nistelrooy! Oh, it's come off the upright. And there's a goal. And they're back in front. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Tries a shot! And he's stuck it away. And this is getting better and better.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And now he has 2. So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he cuts out the supply. Al-Zawra have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. No, couldn't quite catch up to that. Marseille do have a chance to counter here. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Bale. Bale makes a dash for it. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy finds himself offside. Taken back almost at once. That is ended up in no man's land. Desai gets across to intercept that. And that is a little undercooked. There will be 4 extra minutes. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
That's at the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. Absolutely.